All right, it is Wind Funnel here at Franklinland Superspeedway, and not only are we fortunate enough to be here with one of the superstar up-and-coming new drivers to the HO Champ Car World Series, but also the hometown favorite here at Franklinland, Andy Spehert. Thanks for being on the Wind Funnel.
No problem, Mike.
It's a thrill to have you. You have had some spectacular success as a new driver to this series, and we all know how hard it is to move up from being a new driver. How's it been?
It's working out. It's just having a good time, making it fun. That's the main theme.
Now, you moved to a new team this year. You're driving for R.J. Foyt. How is that relationship?
He's a little bit rough. You have a tendency to fire you here and there, but you just come right back. And
you've been fired already this season, have you?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Just tell him what's happening, and he'll get you back on track.
He seems to be rather temperamental.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. You better be nice. We don't want you fired before the race even starts here. Now, also, we are here at your home track, Franklinland Superspeedway. This is a terrific facility. Tell us about this thing.
Well, I was kind of noticing all the different tracks on the circuit, and I've always been a little bit partial to the high-speed ovals, and I thought maybe that they need a little touch of something like Texas and Charlotte and Chicagoland, so we came up with this Franklinland. And I think it's going to be pretty fast.
It looks great. We have seen you in a final already this season. You made the final at the Turkey Trot, the Model Empire Turkey Trot there. You've had success at that track a couple of times now. What happens here on your home track?
We'll see what happens. I just been putting a lot of time in building it. I don't know about practicing, but...
I think a lot of track owners feel that way.
Right.
You put a lot of time into building it, you never have time to practice on it.
You got to get it running first, so that's where all the energy goes.
Well, we look forward to this. Thanks so much for being on the Wind Funnel.
Where's Kitty?
You'll have to track her down. I can't possibly keep track of Kitty Bo Peep.
Winter has come to Franklin, Wisconsin, here for the site of the brand new Franklinland Speedway, a high-speed oval. The HO Champ Car World Series is back in action. The points race is tightening up, but after watching the test session early in the week, I think it's Mark Walczak. He's hot. I think it's him against everybody else.
He was quick. Dan Margetta was quick. I mean, it's a matter of who gets what lane, who they're racing against. Can they avoid all the accidents? Because, as you said, it was very scary here the first practice session.
That's right. Speeds are way up. It's an open class race. That Team PKVHO has won every open class race going back a jillion years, it seems.
They've won all from last year, and the first two this year. They're looking for number 6.
It could happen here tonight. The snow is on the ground. It's a brand new speedway. It's high speed. It's oval racing. The fans love it. We love it. It's next. It's a Lucky Bob's Challenge 500. It's the Lucky Bob's Challenge 500 here at the brand new Franklinland Speedway. It's time to look at the starting grid. And for once, the qualifying emulates the real Champ Car World Series. That's the McDonald's car up front. It's car number 0 here. That's how many cars are in front of him. His first career pole, Chris Spehert, leads the field to the flag tonight. Alongside of him, the hometown driver from Franklin right here, Andy Spehert, car number 11.
Wow, they gave me a night light. I'm scared of the dark. Man, I gotta get, that's Jim Iverson and that car, the Walmart car, I ain't seen that car since the Stone Age. I think that's Dean Strom.
Pretty good run there for the rookie. Back here in this row, that's Mark Walczak, lightning quick tonight. Speaking of quick, here's the number 1 driver on this team. That's Amy Butler.
And that 4 car, that's Amy Butler's teammate. She beat him. That's Larry Rotter. And next to him, that's that Sonny's car. I used to eat there once they kicked me out. That's Mike Fitzloff.
Back here, the hindsight cars are way in the back, looking to come from behind tonight. That's Dan Margetta, your winner last week, and alongside of him, Mike Kristoff. He's used to being back here.
And that car there, that's Tom Spehert. He didn't look too well. He's sick, I heard. I think he's got some kind of disease. He didn't qualify too well. And that guy back there, I saw him taking pills, seriously. And that car back there, I think that's a... Hey, seen that car before you? That's Economacki. That car's red.
Yeah, brand new car for that driver. The field for the Lucky Bob's Challenge 500 here at Franklinland. It's going to be fast. Hang on. All right, your first heat. Chris Spehert, your pole sitter. Larry Rotter, Mike Kristoff, and Tom Spehert. They are off. The Franklinland Speedway sees its first official action. We have a problem there with Mike Kristoff as he goes off. But early on, looks like Larry Rotter and Chris Spehert out front. A crash on the front stretch. There you saw it. We're going to see a lot of that tonight. That's Mike Kristoff having problems there. And he got hit by Larry Rotter slightly.
All be on the same lap, I think.
But the speeds are high here at this brand new high-banked oval. The winner of this race will go on to the Lucky Bob Challenge tonight. There's also room for the fastest second place finisher. We'll see how that is after all 3 heats are run. But early on in heat race number 1, give you an idea of the speeds here at this racetrack as they come down this front straightaway. There they go. You saw 2 cars side by side. That was Chris Spehert and Larry Rotter on the inside. Mike Kristoff in the middle lane there, and on the outside it's Tom Spehert. The lightning quick speeds they have down here, down this front straightaway. The car on the outside is the car in front right now, and that is Tom Spehert, leading over Larry Rotter and Chris Spehert, while Mike Kristoff brings up the 4th position. We're approaching halfway in the first heat race, and joined here in the booth by Kitty Bo Peep. And Kitty, we've seen some pretty high speeds and a lot of action here, a lot of incidents. What's going on? Why can't these guys keep these cars on the racetrack?
Oh, there's been more action here than the backseat of my 55 Chevrolet. That was, of course, my dad's. I'm much too young for that. But Tom Spehert really surprising us this time at this race. Unbelievable racing, even in the red lane, which is a longer way around. And so it's not as likely that, that person would be in the lead.
Do you think he'll be able to sustain it for the second half when he might have to run to the inside? Drivers are having trouble keeping that inside, especially with that transition off of turn 4.
Well, that's going to be the telltale because, we have Larry here today and he can't seem to get a handle on this track. And Mike Kristoff is just doing what Mike Kristoff does. And Chris Spehert holding that pole position. He got the green lane. If he moves to another lane, he is going to be on fire.
Mike Kristoff bouncing down the straightaway on the outside lane, having problems again. Kitty Bo Peep, do you have any? You got to have some advice for that team and the handling issues on that Mike Kristoff car.
I think he should go work for a circus.
There's 25 seconds to go in this race, and Chris Spehert out front. It's been a long time since that guy's been in victory lane. To first get there, you got to put yourself in these finals, which is a very tough thing to do. You can just ask him because it's been a while since he's been in one. But he came to play tonight at the Franklinland Speedway, and it really showed us his stuff today, winning the pole position on his way to a heat race. Time really winding down there. Larry Rotter really dialed it in late in the race, but it's just going to be too late as Chris Spehert, there he was, there he is, he's your winner.
Second heat race ready to roll off. Amy Butler on the inside. Right next to him is Mark Walczak, then Dan Margetta, last race winner. And our rookie Dean Strom on the outside there on the left-hand side. They're off. First lap going to be led by Dean as you have a crash right down the front straightaway. That collected the Mark Walczak car right out front. So an exciting crash right down that always turbulent front straightaway. The cars come off that kink off of the, what would that be? Probably the 6th turn there. As kind of, you got 3 turns on each end here as the cars go into the banking. It's a huge packed grandstand here for the inaugural running of the Lucky Bob's Challenge 500 here at Franklinland Superspeedway. They were lined up early today. In fact, the parking was just a nightmare out there. We talked to track owner Andy Spehert. And Andy, did you expect such a big crowd? Is that why parking was such a nightmare out there today?
Well, actually, we sold the races on NASCAR race, so I hope they're not too upset.
Well, we'll talk.
Parking was a little bit of an issue out there, but I think we got them all settled in.
Everybody's parked away now. We may be blocking some of the city streets, but hey, it's a big event. We're sure the economic impact of this event will more than make up for a little bit of hassle. All right, we want to thank the aerial blimp and Everett Bell. From this view, you can see the tight corners as they go into the short chutes.
Oh, absolutely there, Mr. Wyatt.
Dean Strom way out in front on this track. A new driver and a new track. Maybe it's the ultimate combination. A guy who doesn't come in with any preconceived notions of what this track should be like. He just goes out and drives it. and he's leading Dan Margetta by about 20 laps.
You know, John, that's very true. It's also just like in the real champ car world, where you've got a lot of champ car stars going to NASCAR. Well, here it's just the opposite. You have Dean Strom, who runs stock cars in the American Racing Alliance. As a matter of fact, he's a 4-time champion in the different divisions in that league, and this is his first year driving HO champ cars, and he's an accomplished racer. It's just a matter of him getting used to light.
Won the last race. Now he's going to have to hope that he can rack up some laps. We're waiting to see what Mark Walczak can do. Now those two, Dan and Mark, are battling for the points championship. They are just about 12 or 14 points behind Jim Iverson for the Hussars Built Cup championship at this point. And if Dan Margetta is able to at least put himself in the position to move on to the final, and Mark does not, this could really upset the apple cart, as they say. So we're waiting for time to tick off as Dean Strom, unless he makes a major mistake, this is going to be a very popular win, the rookie way out front. And we hear on the radio it's a frustrated Mark Walczak coming in third here in this second heat race. One more heat to go. We'll see if Dan Margetta can hang on to the transfer spot.
Here, back in the driver's lounge, and here we've got some weights working out here. We've got Ev Kamikawa getting set for his heat race. Ev?
Mark, yeah, I'm Beekus. Good to meet you.
How you doing?
Good. You're in my stance here. You want
Sorry, sir. Do you need a spotter?
No, we're not. The only spotters I need are on top of the scoring stand up there. This track is a good track. You know, just need someone to tell me, hey, they're crashing behind you, slow down a little bit, that's all.
We got all these drivers working out as athletes. This normal routine for you before each one of your heat races?
Well, absolutely. You know, drivers are athletes. I don't care what anyone says. You're out there running 230, 240 miles an hour for 500 laps. You got to be in shape. You got to do it. You know, people were complaining about their heat races. I heard some people whimpering about, oh, my heart, I can't breathe. Oh, I've got vertigo. Oh, you know, come on. Quit being a wimp. There's no wimps in HO Champ Car, all right? Well, look at these guns, Mark. Look at these guns. Look at this pythons there. God, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's pure solid muscle.
Well, now, that's your version of the working out, but yet we've got people like the beer drinking diva Amy Butler who thinks it's better to drink beer to get worked up for the race. What do you think about that?
Well, I have to admit, I could never beat her in a beer competition, so she is definitely at the top of her game there. And I applaud everyone who comes to these races strictly to train in that manner.
There you go, you got it. Either drinking beer or working out. Drivers are athletes, and they're going to do what they can to win the race.
Lining up for the third and final heat race, we've got Jim Iverson, the points leader here, Ev Kamikawa, and Mike Fitzloff, and hometown favorite Andy Spehert. Andy qualified second for this race, so a very good effort so far from Andy Spehert and that RJ Foyt racing team, both drivers involved in this one. In front of a packed grandstand, in front of their hometown favorite. We wait to see who's going to lead this first lap. And it looks like that was Andy Spehert out front right away. Ev Kamikawa right beside him now, taking over the lead.
All on the same line.
Kamikawa opens up about a half a lap lead over Andy Spehert. Well, we have been watching Ev Kamikawa just run away and hide here in this third heat race. He looks short of just a tragic mistake and throws himself out of this thing. He's probably advancing, but the question will be if anybody can get enough laps to qualify for that transfer spot. Dan Margetta, though, set the bar very high with 242 laps. These guys only ran about 118 for the first half, so they'd have to run quite a total in the second half. We've also seen quite a mess up there, and that includes some crashing that has caused the PKVHO team to squawk quite loudly on the radio, especially towards the drivers for RJ Foyt Racing, which is Mike Fitzloff. And we are lucky enough to run into RJ Foyt right here, and he's been on the radio with his driver. RJ, what is your position on this whole situation with the PKVHO driver, Jim Iverson?
Well, I didn't hire no sissies. When I picked my drivers, I picked two guys who weren't afraid to go out in the back alley and beat some people around.
Hey, you keep your guys in line there.
Hey.
They're messing up when my guys got a shot at the win.
This is teammate Jim Mark Walczak.
I don't care if this is your track or not. I don't care.
I'm going to get my thugs out here. And, you know, there has been a lot of talk between the last race, and we're going to see who's tough.
Some bashing around on the track and off the track. Watch out here. RJ Foyt might go grab the hammer, and then you want to watch out. Taking a look at some of the high speeds coming off of this banked turn 3. They go down. Ev Kamikawa leading this heat race, but Jim Iverson is on a tear to catch up with him. And in the meantime, Ev has been having his struggles there on the inside green lane there. You see him down on the bottom. He's 3-lap lead now for Ev Kamikawa, who is leading by about 20-some laps. We thought that it was not a problem. And the time is ticking down. It's either win this heat race or you are done for the night, because Dan Margetta's lap total was just too high.
They're on pace.
Oh, all right, never mind. I'm being told that there is, maybe there is time, although timing and scoring thinks not. We'll see what happens. I guess we'll just watch as Ev Kamikawa. 1 lap now. Car on the outside. Catching up. There's the distance on the track. Jim has passed him. Jim Iverson out front. And we think it was Iverson winning the race. And then the question is, and the owner of RJ Foyt Racing, that's RJ taking the power gun to the winner of the heat race.
Hi, Kitty Bo Peep here with Chris Spehert. What a cute young man you are. Chris, so happy to see you in the final race. Where have you been all this season?
I've been lost. I don't know. It's been tough.
Are you one of those men who won't ask for directions?
Sometimes. It's right to be lost sometimes, as long as you find your way back in the end. Oh, what's this? All right. It's RJ's cowboy hat. Oh, that's got to be good luck, I think.
I wouldn't think so. I've met the man. He's kind of a sleazebag.
I wonder who threw that. I don't know. Must have been that. I don't know. Is that Dan Margetta? I think it's good luck. I think he's a fine. RJ Foyt's a fine gentleman. I think I should honor to wear his hat.
I wouldn't use him as a role model, son.
He's always treated me very fairly.
Yeah, until you upset him, and then you're fair game for cement shoes at the bottom of the lake.
Ooh, maybe I shouldn't wear his hat.
Hi, Kitty Bo Peep here with Dean Strom. Dean, I'm gonna...
Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? I think there's a song like that.
Oh, well, you can sing to Kitty anytime. Kitty loves it.
Did I hear you say titillating before?
Oh, yes, titillating. Oh.
Wow. Well. So, what do you want to talk about?
So where have you been all this season? Now, we just talked to Chris, haven't seen him all season, and now we have you.
Yeah.
Hey, great to see you here.
It's great to see you, too. I'm just sizing up Victory Lane here, Champ Car Victory Lane. My chair spins around.
Well, I must say it fits you well.
Well,
Victory Lane.
I must give some credit to the PKVHO team. I've been doing some development work for them, and they put a good car together for me. The Walmart Tide Racing Speed Racer, My Jet Conquest, blue and white car. We did pretty well. It was fast. I mean, it's kind of easy to drive when you got a fast car.
It was a fast car, and you kept it together very well, where some of these PKVHO people, they're a little on the nervous side.
Yeah, they are.
A little high-strung.
Yeah, a little. Just a
Wellbutrin could go a long way for those folks, let me tell you. Of course, not that I would know anything about that.
I heard you say to that last guy that he was your favorite.
No.
Oh.
No favorite. Oh. He's a handsome young man.
Well,
not that you aren't equally as handsome, but he is a young man.
What are you saying?
You're not such a young man. But very handsome. Wise, you know. Those older gentlemen always have more wisdom than the young kids.
Wise.
Well, and RJ Foyt was his role model. Well, I wish you the best of luck in this race.
Thanks.
I hope to see Chris on the podium. Oh, sorry. Well, Dan Margetta, we meet again, Dan Margetta.
How you doing?
Always glad to talk to you.
Great, nice talking to you too. You're my good luck charm.
Oh, I'm his good luck charm. Well, you know, if I'm like a rabbit's foot, you can rub me. Kitty Kitty Bo Peep here, and I am the luckiest woman to be visited by so many handsome men today, young and old, and of course, you know, always my favorite, the Gray Fox here. What is happening with this race now? You be careful out there so you don't have heart failure.
Yeah, I know, and I'm starting to get a well-deserved reputation as a whiner. I've been whining for the last few races, but I've been mugged the last 2 races too. So.
Well, you're just a little excitable.
Yeah, right. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to try to do. I think I've got a good car. I'm starting out in a good lane. I'm going to run as fast as I can, see what I can do. I really like this Dean Strom kid, though. He looks sharp.
He is a very likable person.
Yeah, he's a likable person, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to wish you the best of luck in this race.
Well, thank you, Kitty.
Ooh, Kitty has an awesome job.
You've met the drivers. First lap led by that guy who has just been unbelievably fast tonight. Dean Strom out front. The Walmart car looks great tonight. Obviously that PKVHO team knows how to set up a car, certainly. And it looks like Dan is starting to catch up on Chris Spehert. There you see the distance on the track. Everybody running very clean. A spin by Dan puts him back a little further. He's going to have to climb back up to catch up to 3rd place again. In the meantime, it's Jim Iverson coming by here in 1st place. Jon Beekus. This is some exciting action right here with Dean and Jim Iverson running side by side for the lead.
Yeah, well, both cars running the PKVHO version of the open class engine here. Running side by side. The only thing that's going to trip these guys up is a mistake either by themselves or by another driver.
Battle for the lead continues between Dean Strom and Jim Iverson. Inside lane is Dean leading just by the distance you see on the track over Jim Iverson. We knew these 2 cars were going to be fast, prepared by the same team. Dan Margetta, with about 50-some laps left to go, is about 3 laps behind Jim Iverson. He has been pulling closer and closer to Iverson all through the second half. Continues to close in. Is Iverson going to be able to turn up the wick a little bit? Do you think Jon Beekus, does he have anything he can add to hold off Margetta?
Knowing Jim Iverson and the PKVHO team, he's doing everything he can to try and hold off Margetta. Margetta's got the outside walls. He's been bumping out of 4 there. Everything he can do to try and catch him, and the way that car's going and hooked up on rails right now, as you see Dan Margetta getting ready to pass Jim Iverson to get another lap back. I mean, this is going... It's anybody's race now.
Just over 2 laps now, with 20 laps left to go. The only way for Dan Margetta to help close up the Hussars Built Points Championship is for him to pass and win this race over Jim Iverson, who leads right now. Margetta coming up on another lap now as he continues to close on Jim Iverson. See the distance now on the track. There's Jim.
No, he'll be 1 lap down.
There he comes to be
1 lap down.
He's trying to pass him now to get 1 lap back. 1 lap down now.
How many? 7 laps to go.
Just 7 to go. He's going to have to really pour it on now. Time running down. 6 to go. Margetta really pushing it hard now to try to make up the distance. Oh, he almost throws the car off of the track. He jumps. Jim Iverson holds off Dan Margetta on a last lap crash. Oh, that was close. As Margetta was pulling in closer and closer, but Iverson holds him off.
Well, you had to win. You had to win.
Yeah, what a racetrack. What a great race, and what a great final that was.
Wow, I'm so excited.
Dean Strom.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. That was crazy. I'm shaking.
Yeah.
Woo! How did you think Dan Margetta was coming to you like a bat out of hell?
If that race had been 1 lap longer, I would have finished 2nd. I'm glad it ended when it did. That was a
Me too. I was gonna have a stroke.
That was the 2nd race in a row that Margetta and I
Woo!
flag lap.
I know.
Last time Margetta.
Where's that Margetta guy?
Oh,
Where's he?
There he is.
Hey man! Wow! Wow! Look at this! I like this. Everybody's happy. Woo!
That was a great race. Excellent race. Got a lucky lane draw and was able to ride the rails and move it all back. Jim Iverson's a great driver. It's going to be fun fighting for the championship.
Jim Iverson, the winning.
Yay! Woo!
The White Dove Trophy compliments of Franklinland Speedway.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and
this is a great honor. And thanks to Andy Spehert for putting together a great new champ car facility.
Right.
Absolutely.
Really great, Andy. Thank you.
Okay.
And congratulations.
Isn't this great? This will be in a proud place on my trophy.
That's a keeper.
Great. Very cool.
Woo!
Excellent job, Jon.